Welcome to Money in Motion, our look at businesses from around the world and how they have an effect on all of us. Hello, I'm Philip Alexio. This week we're going to focus on General Motors. Its operations in America in bankruptcy, as we know by now. But what does it all mean for a company that has its name in almost every part of the world?
There's, to some degree, a misperception that General Motors is an American car company. Certainly its roots are, and its ownership is, as an American car company. But really, in terms of customers, GM's customers are global.
General Motors makes cars in 34 countries and sells and services vehicles in 140 others. And according to analysts like Charles Scuba, GM's future is in Asia.
GM, I believe, expects that China will be the largest national market in 2009. Certainly, car sales to date, thus far in the year, China has outpaced the United States.
In the first 5 months of this year, GM sold 670,000 vehicles in China, a 34% increase from a year ago. Scuba says GM has numerous joint ventures there, including major deals with Shanghai Automotive and Wuling to sell Chevrolet, Buick, and Cadillac, brands that are hot on the list for Asian buyers.
I've been to Shanghai and China for about 4 or 5 times. And each time I go, I'm absolutely amazed that Buick are all over the street. All kinds of Buicks.
They're planning to invest in new factories, certainly in China, and they've been public about that. I think that is one of the things that's drawing some concern and some fire from some forces here in the United States.
And that concern could deepen because even though GM does import some vehicles, such as the Chevy Aveo from South Korea, for the first time, GM is planning to start importing a small number of its vehicles to the U.S. made in China beginning in 2011. Another emerging market is India, home of Tata Motors.
What I see is the new GM teaming up with Tata, for example, to produce relatively inexpensive cars, less expensive than the Chevrolet Aveo.
At the moment, the Indian market is struggling, and General Motors is struggling to come up with the funds to complete an engine plant there. But GM is still planning to expand the number of used car dealerships from 203 to 250 by the end of the year. Hopefully, the old way of doing business has changed for the automaker, according to analyst Les Jackson.
Finally, management is listening to the engineering talent, which has been trying to talk to them for 30 years now, and it's showing. Really, the quality of Cadillacs especially, that division has overturned itself in the last 10 years.
GM's Cadillac brand, very popular in China, continues to win awards, and among them ranking highest among new owners in customer satisfaction for the second year in a row. Analysts say that at some point the global recession is going to end and the automotive industry will rebound.
The dealerships that survive through this and that make it to the other end are going to be in a very strong position. There are going to be fewer dealerships. There's going to be a pent-up demand for product.
If General Motors is able to institute the new GM, experts think the company will bounce back. I'm Philip Alexio for Money in Motion.
Dollar bill, go.